Noble deeds, noble heart. Clara heard a rumor that Fairbanks is of noble descent. She believes it, and wants proof to show the Council of Heralds. If Fairbanks gains power, she hopes he can do more for the people of the Dales. A deluded Chevalier. Documents found in the Costos camp mention a Chevalier named Augusta, who is working for the Freemen. He was last seen in Argon's Lodge in the Emerald Graves. Go to Argon's Lodge. I figured I'd refresh us on those particular quests, because it has been a while since I first got them, since we got sidetracked with... Oh, is that another rift just right in front of me? Just hanging out? Just hanging out? Guess we're going to have another rift quest spawn from the ether that we didn't have until just now. That's fine. Let's get this party started. So what kind of fight do we have here? Oh, they're level 15s. Well, then they can just fucking suck it. I'll play as Solus for funsies. Yeah. After all the strategy and careful ease that went into trying to resolve those level 19 rifts, going back into the level 15 world, not gonna phase me so much. Wow, I have enough for Meteor Storm again. That focus really builds up fast when you're not looking, doesn't it? Look at all them numbers! Look at all them numbers! I like that they're color-coded. I'm playing Diablo lately on SAD, and the lack of being able to tell whose fucking attack is whose is kind of frustrating. Although this game's not a lot better, because in this game, I think all the numbers are color-coded based on element of the damage, not who's doing them. I would kind of like to be able to color-code numbers based on who's doing the damage, just because then you could figure out how effective people are being. If I'm very lucky, I get both. If I'm unlucky, I get neither. Let's find out. I got both this time. Almost makes up for the last time when I got neither. And it's a shade. Let's go fuck that guy up. Having everyone focus on one target just gives us a nice little advantage for the moment. Get to make a big old mess out of it. Alright, I'm gonna do Call of the Void, or whatever it's called. I'll admittedly admit I forgot what it's called. I might be calling it Call of the Void because I've been listening to Hello Internet, and they've been talking about the Call of the Void. And there's definitely one thing about playing what is it? Darkest Dungeon and this game and several other RPG type games is like, oh my god, everything has names. There's so many names for everything. How do you keep them all in your head? So that's one more rift out of the way. I presume it's a part of a new rift quest that I just gained access to. Engraved compass. Ooh, fire essence. I'll take it. So what's over here? Another quest? Something to read. Diary of Troilus Herbitus. Oh, Hertubis. Okay. Troilus Hertubis. The Great Mission Day 1. Arrived in the Emerald Graves and located the first instance of the Menace. Set up an observation area close by. This will allow for undisrupted study of the phenomenon. The Great Mission Day 2. This particular example of the Menace seems far less active than the ones in Lides. It pulsates at a rate of a mere 427 times per hour. The sound of it here is a nagging drone, as opposed to the frantic whistling of the first one in town. As I recall, Sister Euphorbia described the noise as similar to one heard when forcing air down a leaky bellows. They're forcing air from a leaky bellows. Great Mission, Day 5. Ran out of Sister Euphoria's honey loaves. Still have cheese, but spent yesterday foraging. Spotted another menace through the trees by the river. I can only describe it as stormy. It must be investigated further. For the mission to succeed, I must learn all I can. So the menace, I'm assuming, is rifts, right? So is that a new quest? Or is this... Oh, I'm not at the Chevalier yet, so that was a new quest. Is it going to show up? Oh, there it is. Observing the Menace. Troilus Herbitus is researching fade rifts for what he calls his great mission. He appears to have camped at a safe distance from each rift for a time, observing its behavior. So they want me to check out the various rift locations for an ongoing quest. I'll get to that in a bit, but for now, I'm going to continue in the line I'm going through now. If nothing big comes up in this episode, there's a good chance we'll go do the Menace thing this episode too. Right. Gotta remind myself every now and then that I have horses for some reason. Freaky scale monster horses. This is normal. Whee! This would be a bad time to discover that they secretly patched out the lack of fall damage on horses. Please get off the horse. Please get off the horse. Man, Did a great job reminding me why I never summon. No, I'm trying to. Stop moving, and then get off. There we go. I should have just jumped. I should have just jumped and taken the fall damage. I can get my guard back. It's not worth the time cost of summoning a horse and trying to get on it, then trying to get off it, and like, let me off, let me off, let me off. Oh, goddammit, I'm back on it again. Because one button does everything in this game, unfortunately, when it comes to interaction in the environment. A widow's woe. My Robert died last week, victim to men who once wore the colors of our beloved Empress. His remains were burned, as our chantry bids, but this last wish was to have his ashes scattered on the plateau that overlooks the Great Wood. But brigands and traitors have taken these woods, and I cannot fulfill his wish. This is as far as I go. But there are good-hearted souls in the world, and I pray the Maker sends us one who may journey where I cannot. Andresse will look well upon those who hears a widow's plea. With broken heart, Widow Karen. Didn't they already do this one? I mean, it's a noble little quest to do as a little side thing, but I feel like we already did that exact quest in the zone, just with a different codex entry attached to it, where I walk from one place to another and spread some ashes. Claimed! Andraste's strength. Andraste's path was difficult, as was ours, but we did not falter, as she did not, and we will be rewarded just as she was. From a sermon given by Sister Amity at the conclusion of the Exalted March of the Dales. So where is this spot where I'm supposed to spread the... Oh yeah. Whoa. Well, at least it's off. At least it's off the map, so it's somewhere new. Robert Caron's last wish was to have his ashes spread on the plateau overlooking the Great Wood. His wife was too frail to complete the task. I assume these kinds of quests are meant to send me to specific places that I would not otherwise go to, potentially. The hopes being that maybe there's quests in that area that I will only encounter if I'm sent there. That's fine with me, because I already want to go back here because there's a landmark for me to pick up. And I think Dinan Hanin might be the location of that one image-based quest that I've gotten. But before I do any of that, I'm still going to keep going in the direction I'm going. No, I will not be sidetracked. I will not be deterred. Except for this shard I'm going to grab. This shard's going to deter the shit out of me. Oh no. Oh no. Turns out a giant fat-ass Qunari is not good at platforming. Oh, I made it. Or am I? It's the hidden grace of the Qunari people. Okay, I don't know if I can... I do not know if this will be worth the time investment to do on camera. Maybe if I go around this side? No, this looks like a dead end too. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I try to not... I usually don't do shards on camera. Oh, there we go. I'm on my way. Yeah, the wandering around is not something I usually want to spend time on, but I figured, hey, why not grab these ones if they're directly in my path? I'm not actively searching out in weird directions for them. What is this thing over here? Oh, the Deluded Chevalier. So that's what this whole area is over here. Is they're both the quests I'm going for somewhere in this settlement I'm approaching. Don't fall off and hurt yourself. I don't know why I said that in that. I don't know why I said that in that tone. Don't fall off and hurt yourself. Nationwide is on your side. So what kind of enemies do we have here? Can't we just all get along? I mean, the war's over, and everyone's dead that you ever worked for. I'm pretty sure that I might have even defeated the Freemen altogether already. Anyway, not high-level enemies, so let's just go make a fucking mess. Bubble up, motherfuckers! All right, let's get a move on. If I was playing as Sarah, I'd do a nice big opening shot, but I'd have Vasti along. I mean, I have Varric along, hoping that we'll get some fun dialogue, which is not happening so far.
Better take a closer look.
Better take a closer look. You're very calm about this, like, warrior in the middle of. Also, this warrior dude just has no idea that I'm standing right next to him. He just walked right past me. What a silly little man. Where's Varric? I want to bubble him. Where is Varric? Is he in there? He is in there somewhere. Can't see him very well, but I just bubbled him by bubbling that area. Oh, there he is. Turns out dwarves are small and hard to find. Ow. Shit. Okay, I'm taking some hits. Pushing myself up a bit, and I'm... Fuck you guys, I'll throw a bomb at you. How do you feel about that? You're over there somewhere? Blammo! Now you're on fire. That's what you get. Here, I'll cool you down. Get it? Because I used a frost spell, and you're on fire. Because... Fuck you. Oh, it's nice to be recording in the morning, I gotta say. I've been having a lot of evening recordings lately, and the energy is not always there. Scribbled notes. An unsigned message. Villamorel's taken. Malefant's gone. We're losing our grip. What now? The men are starting to balk, talking about giving up. They should give up. It's over. It's over. Stop fighting. You're just gonna get more people killed for no reason. Your resistance is futile. You will be assimilated into the Inquisition, just like every other faction in the entire game that is slowly joining our ranks, whether they want to or not. Scribbled notes. When Samson made this deal, we promised you the Dales. If you could hold them and keep the roads open for supplies, too difficult to concept grasp, I see. Enough of your fumbling. The Red Templars will deal with the Inquisition. Knight Captain Carroll. Bitch, Samson's dead. Like, that is not the concern here. So what was the thing I'm gonna find? Oh, right. The thing I'm gonna find around here is probably for the quest. So let's have Varric take care of it, since all those freemen over there are just not noticing me right now. So I'm just gonna move forward, because right inside here should be what we need for the last part of Fairbanks' mission. Yeah, that seems about right. Orlais, heraldry and symbolism. So yeah, looks like I can now present the proof. I'll do that after I find a camp, so I have a good waypoint to teleport back to. This book offers a comprehensive look of the well-known noble bloodlines of Orlais. Of interest are a few lines in the entry on the House Lemarque. Amis Lemarque established this ancient house in the time of Emperor Cordulis Darcon. Sadly, the bloodline ended with Lord Giraud Lemarque, who disowned his own daughter, Bernice. His only daughter, Bernice. The shield of Lemarque bears a falcon volant on a field of sky blue and gold. The house's motto is, "To the sun on blessed wings." So that is, we have the name of the daughter, which we already knew, and we have, I believe, the information we're getting there about the falcon and the blue and everything. I think she had an article of clothing, like a scarf or a cape or something that matched that. So that's pretty. These are clues. They did a good job, I think, of making clues that don't inherently immediately prove who he is, but when you take them in conjunction with each other, are relatively conclusive. The Perendale War. Not many people take the road west into Perendale for the sake of pleasure. Few living things inhabit the rocky countryside save for silver miners, wyverns, and an astoundingly pugnacious breed of mountain goat. In far-off days, the mountains around the city were full of dragons, and perhaps this was first brought into it by attention by the Pentagast kings. Certainly, it was not the goats. Although the region has belonged to Navarre since the late Blessed Age, travelers here will find much that reminds them of provincial Orlesian town. A great carving depicting the lion slaying the dragon adorns Perendale's gate, and many Orlesian lions decorate the city's buildings. And there are still many citizens who cling to the hope that the Empress will restore the city to the Empire. Historians mostly agree that it was not the dragons, nor the silver, and certainly not the goats, that began centuries of warfare between Orlais and Navarre. It was Emperor Etienne Valmont and the Pentagast. In 782 Storm, the Pentagast family, fresh on the throne again for the first time in generations, and eager to build up the alliances lost by the Valamarcum dynasty, approached the emperor to solidify a peace treaty through the marriage. The emperor, who was under great pressure to produce an heir, set aside his empress of 17 years and wed Princess Soteria Pentagast, theoretically cementing a promise of peace and cooperation between Navarre and Orlais. Promises are hard to keep. By 797 Storm, Soteria was still childless, and the emperor sent her to a cloister so that he might marry his mistress. As anyone other than Etienne might have predicted, the Navarrans took this poorly. Angry letters arrived in the imperial palace by the cartload. A small war party of Pentagast rode into Orlais and reclaimed Princess Soteria, but the Navarrans did not take military actions yet. They were strategists and knew to bide their time. In 846 Blessed, while most of the Orlesian army was committed to a war in Ferelden, the Pentagast began their war against Orlais. The Orlesians rallied a defense and drove the Navarrans from Ghislaine and the Arlesans, but at the cost of much of their northern territory. Perendale was lost and never recovered, a lingering sign that peace between the two nations was impossible. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. That whole thing read like a between mission update on like a Dynasty Warriors game. And Cao Cao marched from the north and conquered the Wu Dynasty, or what? Yeah, that's... No, I don't think the words I was saying made sense, but you know what I mean. I am a sucker for those games. More Freeman orders, which I do not have to read. Looks like I've already exhausted the Freeman orders that they want to provide me, and these are just duplicate items in case I don't loot every body, which is, you know, good way of being thorough and making sure I get everyone I want. So we found the last piece of evidence I need for Fairbanks, but now we still need to deal with the with Chevalier Auguste. I want to check out this building over here. Can I open it without a key? Yes, I can. Barred from the other side. Can Vasti do something about that, perhaps? Oh god, that was awkward. Solus, go out of the way. Really? Can't get in that way? Okay. We'll circumvent the building and look for a way in. Ooh, there's something inside. Now I need to go in. Now they're doomed. So I'll go and try to hop on this bridge and see if that gives me a path around. Can I jump over this? Yes, I can. There we go. The question is, can I open this from the side? Barred from the other side. Okay, we need to find the one door I'm allowed to open. What about this one? Oh, here we go. Alright, what's gonna happen in here besides... Oh, besides death? We might have another item here, too. Is it over here? Nope, that's just pointing me to the one that was already way over there. Okay, so this is just a dead end. Well, this was a waste of my time. That's what I was hoping would happen. Okay, it's cool. No, it's fine. I think I'm probably gonna have to fight all of these Freemen next, so... Let's get a battle going. That's a lot of Freemen, by the way. That is a quantity of attackers, but you know what? I have super attacks, so fuck these guys. Let's go make a mess. Are those all bad guys? They are all bad guys. Well, I have a way of handling this. Let's have some fun. So everyone get in the middle. It just takes some time, little girl. You're in the middle of the ride and everything's on fire. Alright. Bubble my allies, cover everything in fire, try to heal away the pain. Fuck the pain away. More AoEs, more AoEs. Is everyone dead yet? I think everyone's dead now. Let's just to be sure though. Ha ha ha. I'm sorry, how many troops do you have? Not enough apparently. That's how many. Yeah, that number. That exact number. Oh, cool, I did so much damage apparently I already have enough to cast that spell again. That's just... Solus is such a fun character to play as. All these AoE abilities and the ability to pull everyone together and then be like, now everyone explodes! Yeah! So guess who's gonna repeat that fucking strategy because it worked so well, and I immediately have enough focus to do it again. You guys are gonna get fucked. And that's just Solus. I have like 3 other party members that can also do nasty things. So, you wanna just give up? It's an option. You can do that. Like, you don't have to keep fighting. Okay, they're gonna keep fighting me. Well... Hello, open doorway. Once more onto the breach. This guy kind of walked past my trap. Alright, we'll just deal with him. Freeze that asshole. Freeze him where he stands and stuff like that. Or where he's lying down. He doesn't have to be standing for us to freeze him. These are all valid options. I can't even tell what's going on right now. I'm just gonna assume that it's good for me. Yay. The Inquisition will take your freedom. Kill them is what the dialogue says somewhere. Probably the guy, it's probably Chevalier Auguste somewhere in there, spreading slander and lies. I won't take your freedom, I'll take your life! Ha ha ha! Oh, there he is, I found him. He's like probably the only guy left. Just throw a bubble in there, just for funsies. And I'll follow that up with another freaking Abyss call, just to localize the threat. It's like when you throw dye into, it's like when you put some dye in someone's body so you can locate the cancer. If I put this thing in here, I know exactly where the bad guy is. There we go. Oops, I just dispelled instead of trying to revive Varric. My bad. Not sure what Varric's doing there. Varric has chosen an awkward position to hang out in. Have you considered being, you know, like a bow rogue that doesn't walk headfirst into bad guys? Because that'd be a good move for you. Be an excellent career decision. Well, I tried to bubble. I was trying to bubble Cassandra, but I misjudged roughly where she was going to be. Let's try to localize the threat again. That's such a fun move. AoE, motherfuckers! AoE. Yeah. And things did not go well for the Chevaliers. Now where's my reward? Where is it? I know you're in here. I could hear you from the outside. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, is it another alcohol? Bottle of Thetis. Absence. I am aware of how to spell it. This bottle reflects my wish that the current crop of beheaded, self-styled cads would disappear. I preferred a La Fée Verte as a spirit, not affection. Distiller Emertius Gavon. Okay. Not much to say about that. I don't have much opinion about alcohol because I don't really consume it. So, I like the little piece of color about like, oh look, Grey Wardens just take whatever pieces of alcohol they can find and mix them together. I'm like, okay, that's a nice little bit of color, but other than that, most of the time when I find a bottle of Thetis or any other form of alcohol in this game, I'm like, all right, I'm done reading that. Back to not doing that anymore. So ooh, a sketch of Chateau Courtyard. There's 3 windows or archways in front of water, and a golden bird. Is the bird the location of the treasure or whatever is being hidden somewhere? This is an empty room. This is an even emptier room, further away from anything, to the point where it doesn't even have a chiming noise from the outside treasure. More loot! Yay! More white quality stuff for me to vendor. It's my favorite part. What am I going to find around? Have I been in here already? Nope, apparently not. The door was just open. Sir Augusta's messages. Philidia, or Philida? I hope you are well, and adjusting. This is now your home. The Imperial Army did not appreciate you. Your Empress used you for her own purposes. Forget her. Remember, you are no deserter. You are free. Your friend, Sir August. Okay, Sir August is a little fucking pushy, isn't he? They're brainwashing people, being like, are you not entirely happy with your current situation? Why not overthrow everything? Isn't that exciting? It's like a extravagant Facebook post gone too far. A lot of that going on in the Walking Dead comic right now, without spoiling anything in specific. It's like there's always this. It's so much goddamn drama where you're like, oh look, everything's going well. Let's fuck this up because I'm not pleased about this minor thing. And I'm just gonna forget that it's the zombie apocalypse. Sir Augusta's messages. Augusta. Might I remind you that none of us really understand these heathen etchings? We're going as fast as we can. I would add that some of the men are uneasy about the whole thing. You know, the stories of elven curses. This weapon you believe hidden here better be worth it. Gale. Ooh, a hidden weapon. Now, why is that not, is that not currently a quest for me? Because that should be a quest for me. I want a fucking hidden weapon. Or maybe he found it. Maybe that's why he was so hard to kill, is because he already found the super weapon and was using it against me. I don't know. If that's the case, I guess I don't want it that bad, because he clearly didn't do that well against me. Is that a door I can open? It is not. It is looks like an outhouse or a shed. I think that's about all we're gonna find around here. This takes me into the backyard I saw before. Yep. So what's the local area look like? Might as well go for the Astrarium, because it's gonna be the last one. And then from there I can go check out the last camp. And then we're pretty much done with the local area. I'll just be checking out a few spots, like to investigate where that guy chose to camp when he was checking out rifts, and turn in a few quests. And unless something brand new crops up, we might be done with the zone. So we'll see how that goes. Is that a bad guy or a good guy? Okay, these are Inquisition soldiers. Weird. Usually when they're guarding a chest like this, I can open it, but I can't open this one. Here's some weird owls. I'm gonna take a quick look at the quest in this area. We're in the Emerald Graves. Noble deed, noble hearts, victim of wars. With all the Freeman leaders dead, Fairbanks and his people should feel a lot safer in the Emerald Graves. I had a location-based one, related codex. Okay, so it was an archway with 2 people-shaped things and a tree. Okay, just making sure. 'Cause for a second there I thought the owl might have been related.
I with my little eye.
No.
Oh, come now, Seeker. I'm just trying to be friendly.
Try to be quiet instead.
When you brought me along to talk, perish the thought.
Aww. Well, maybe I just haven't had them around enough, so they are doing their early game dialogue. But I felt like they should have a better. I feel like they should have a bit of a better relationship at this point after the whole exchange we had about Cassandra and her Twilight novels that are written by Varric. Man, Varric's novels are like as a part of the. Ooh, there's another rift over there. As a part of the game, Varric's novels are just like a masterwork and like just fucking pulp schlock novels of just like, this is garbage, and it's totally the type of stuff that you read when you're just like, I need a page turner. Like, everything written by Dan Brown basically is just like, once you start seeing the patterns, you're like, oh, that's just what this is all the time. But it's something that it does well, because sometimes people just want something entertaining. It's the action movie of shitty writing. Let's see. So first thing I noticed is that this huge shape around... Oh god, these two are right next to each other. Why would they do that to me? It's the before and after. Right off the bat, I'm noticing that there's this big extended shape that's just a one-way pattern. So that part's not really much of a difficulty. So the question is figuring out what part of the puzzle it takes place in. Well, immediately I'm noticing two things. This animal, this horse or griffin-looking thing, has two front legs, and those two front legs are separate. So I have to start on one front leg and end on the other front leg. So let's see, if I start on the top front leg and cycle around the entire perimeter, that would take me back to the base of the other front leg. Oh yeah, and from there I can do the triangle in the middle, then proceed down the other leg. This is an easy one. It's always easy when they give you a clear starting and ending point, because then you just have to do a little bit of forethought, and you have the rest of it figured out at that point. The tough ones are some of the Astrariums that have absolutely no clear starting or ending point. Those are confusing. So like I said, I do the perimeter first. Now I can do the triangle in the middle, and now I can complete the second leg. Ta-da! It's a horse. The pointiness of this shape made me think it might have been a griffin at first. Stargazer! I think that's for completing 15 Astrariums or something like that. So, I wonder, that might be all of them for all I know. Or we'll find out, I guess. Constellation Equinor, referred to as the Stallion in common parlance. The Constellation Equinor has historically been depicted either as a rearing horse or a seated griffin. Oh, so they also consider it potentially a griffin. So, I'm on the right track there. Some scholars speculate that the constellation's original image was not of a Hala, which could indicate a deliberate supplantation. Oh, sorry, the original image was that of a Hala, which could indicate a deliberate supplantation of the constellation's original representation in Gillinan. The elven goddess, also known as the Mother of Hala, however, I read that wrong. However, as horses had great significance to early Near-Armenian culture, from which the ancient Imperium descended, the speculation is largely considered unfounded. From a study of Thedosian astronomy by Sister Oran Petrakis. So some people suspected that they may have replaced. Is that the cave's right there. Might as well do that next, I guess. So some people were speculating that they may have deliberately replaced the Hala symbol with that of a horse, just to make it more Tevinter, basically. Well, it wasn't Tevinter yet, but you know what I mean. To make it more in line with the culture that was replacing it. Ooh, level 19. That means pay attention. We have a Greater Terror, and we have a Greater Terror, and we have a Greater Terror. So 3 Greater Terrors means everyone's going to hang out in one spot together, because if we wander off, then it's just going to be harder to control the situation. Oh, I'm on Varric right now. I'm at hold position. Vasti, there we go. So everyone group, ow, rude. So Vasti, you can do your crazy Counter-Strike ability that aggroes people, and want Solus to bubble the group to make us a little hardier if we can, if you can even get the spell off. So much AoE happening right here, but we should be able to handle it, because we just need to AoE in turn, right? This would have been a good time to have another Meteor Strike available, but not really an option right now. Thankfully, these are all demons, now they're all grouped up on me, so Cassandra can do her scary Wrath of Heaven ability to knock some people on their asses. That's funsy. Alright, and do R1 a Warcry just to aggro people. Varric is already out of mana. I'll do the pull to get everyone grouped together, just to make sure that everyone's especially susceptible to every AoE I do on them. Doing an Earth-based AoE. Oh, taking some hits. I'll be able to bubble in a second here. Did we win? 1 Greater Terror. Is there another one hanging out? Oh, that's the rift. Okay, I forgot that the rift is labeled as an enemy. So we should have this in a second here. About as close to a flawless victory as I can expect. Taking manual control of Solus so I can get in range for the Dispel. Alright, so there's a few of them right over here. I don't think they're close enough to dispel all of them, so I'm going to go for 2 of them at once. And then as I have the Dispel available as Cassandra, but where is Cassandra exactly? The answer is Hell's Afar's away, because... Let's see, not disengage. Clear commands. Oh no. Oh no, that's hold position. Shit. Clear commands. There we go. I want everyone to actually go back to AI mode where they're going to wander around because I don't want them to just stand way over there. I'll try to dispel this. Take manual control of Cassandra and see if I can get to this spot in time, perhaps? Probably the best option. I'm not gonna make it. No, I'm not gonna make it, but I can do this. Fuck you! Oh, I didn't, oh, they barriered. Fine. Let's just have some fun as Cassandra. Alright, shield wall. I forgot shield wall's a manual blocking skill. Just because that's so... The idea of manually blocking is so distinctly not... wait, no, let's not send everyone over there. The best thing to do is send most of the group after the Pride Demon, but Solus I'm going to use to manually target this Wraith and make a mess out of him. And I'll... make a mess out of you. Did I miss? Whoopsie. Alright, self-bubble, because he's hitting me back. Almost as if he's defending himself or something. Freeze that guy. I feel a little bad, because I am making Solus fight all of the demons. It's like, he's the one that is the least hateful of them, potentially. Well, him and, I would say him and Cole have mixed feelings, I guess. I don't know why I'm looting in the middle of a fight. That was just me being dumb, I guess. Alright, AoE. Gonna try to weaken fools. Oh, there's another artifact around. And we're just about done with here too. Oh, right, I should barrier. Cassandra's not doing very great over there. So let's help her out. Alright. Closing rifts. Is this the last rift in the zone? I don't know. Is it even represented as a quest around here? I don't think it is. Oh, weird. Weird. That's strange. As far as I know, every Fade Rift in the entire game has always been represented as part of some sort of quest. But for some reason, this one is represented as being just some Fade Rift out in the middle of nowhere that's not part of a quest. Which means I could have, I could potentially leave this zone thinking I did every Fade Rift and there could be more left over without me knowing it. But I'm not going to split hairs over that. Lord knows you guys have seen enough Fade Rifts. I got the achievement for doing 75 of them in this zone, so the repetition sets in. So continuing towards the Astrarium cave, if I can reach it, or is this giant rock going to be in my way? This might be a problem. There's a good chance I'll have to... Oh, there's like a big nasty ridge over here, so I'm probably going to have to circumvent and backtrack for a bit. Welcome back to Owls! Judging by the basic direction of the owls, I'm figuring that might be exactly where the Astrarium cave is. Because this... I mean, there's a big line on the map pointing at the Astrarium cave. Seems relatively straightforward reasoning. Is that going to be... Oh, that's my marker. Okay. Whoa! Varric, what are you shooting? What's going on over there? I'm just going to keep moving forward. Did you guys aggro a bear? Oh, whatever happened, we're out of combat now as far as I can tell. Pyro fight, it will be mine! Even though it's everywhere! And not exactly a rare resource. More owl doors, bloodstone. And pyrophyte. Just keep looting. So, what do we have here? So this is going to be our Astrarium cave. So I assume this door was closed a moment ago. This one right here. And we'll see what happens when I go inside. Any bad guys or just loots? Because I like loots. Although, aside from the very first Astrarium cave, they usually don't have the best loot because I am over-leveled for them or something. Archon Firestaff! I mean, it's better than the random loots, the random drops I get. And hey, that green crit damage, there's probably someone in the party who could use that. What do I have here? Death Ward stat. Oh, 76 DPS. Heal, oh, it's a self-heal on every hit. And aside from that, it's just a ring. I mean, it's just some staff. Oh well, that was a bit underwhelming. Most of the white quality most of the common staffs I get are only like 60-something damage, so having a 70-something damage as a purple is kind of disappointing. I think back to being on the Storm Coast, where when I got the that purple bow, it was like the most astonishingly powerful weapon I had ever seen in my life. And ever since then, every Astrarium I've visited has been kind of a bummer. A staff that heals you slightly on hit. Probably not the best thing. You mean if I hit someone 10 times, I'll regain 10% of my hit points? Never mind that I'm a mage, so I don't really have that many hit points to begin with. So getting hit once will take out like enough health that I'll have to hit somebody like 70 times to recover it. So the key is to not get hit as a mage and to have barriers up. Your hit points are not what keeps you alive. So what do we have next? I believe, yep, there's the camp right over here. What's that right there? A shard? I'll go ahead and pick it up. It's right next to the camp. And once I get to the camp, I can teleport over to Fairbanks to discuss his nobility. And then I'll probably go visit that one guy's observational camp, since that's practically all that's left from what I can remember. But I'll check the map, of course, to see what I'm missing. There's another rift. Do I go for it? Yeah, let's just go for it. I'm not gonna... What I mean, do I go for it? I am the Inquisitor. It is what I do. But first I'm gonna grab this shard in this camp. Just to proceed along. Oh, cool. This one's easy to get. Handy. I would love to visit the locations in this game. I mean, minus the demons and giant bears and war. It'd be cool to visit these really beautiful areas for sure. They really went all out on their level design. I think this game came out on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 also, which is amazing because that means that it came out on the same console that it came out on the same console that the likes of freaking Rifts at the Pavilion. It does have a quest. It just wasn't showing up earlier for whatever reason. The other one's way down here. Oh wow, I missed one. Okay. It's crazy that this came out on the same console as that you would find games like Dragon Age or Origins. Granted, I have no idea what this game looks like on the old consoles, but just Origins has not aged well, and it doesn't even run well for how not that good it runs. Okay, so level 19. Everyone's level 19. Oh, level 19 wraiths. This is going to be easy. Let's get down to business. You're seeing a trend in what I say. Go ahead and throw an AoE in the middle of this. Did I do it? Oh god, oh god, oh god, what happened to me? Did everyone... Oh, right. That was a mistake. I started... that was dumb of me. I started the fight with an attack from Solus, so of course, basically everyone attacked him at once. Well, he just auto-self-barriered because of the damage coming at him, so just let everyone else deal with the fallout now. Still, we're fine. They're getting freaking destroyed. And thankfully, Cassandra's right here in the middle of the fight again, so... Oh, let's try to self-heal again. I'm not concerned... wow, they are really focused on me. I'm not particularly concerned about my potion usage, though, because there's just a... We're not in the middle of a dungeon. Ow! Oh, there's a Despair Demon! Oh, I missed that. I saw all the wraiths, and I didn't even see this guy. That's why I had so much damage coming at me. Alright, I'll take control of Varric, and I can just bring Solus back that way. That was my mistake. I did not... I thought it was going to be a cakewalk, because I was like, oh, wraiths, whatever. Sure, they're level 19, but I can decimate their forces pretty quickly. Was not expecting the Despair Demon, which is probably more dangerous than all of the other demons combined. Not all of them in general, but all the ones in this zone. Let's try to pull them together a bit. There we go. Throw in some AoE. Oops, I don't want to walk into there. I want to throw a spell at them. Am I doing a spell right now? Yeah. That's what I want to do. Do that. There we go. Followed by Stone Fist. And a party bubble for Vasti. It's a party bubble. They play club music in there. I'm sorry. Dispel that guy's barrier. There we go. You don't get defenses. You get death. Okay. Or do we? Is that Wraith dead? Wraith is still not dead. Okay. Everyone focus fire the Wraith. Obviously, Despair Demon's more dangerous, but there's just so many damn Wraiths, and they can go down quickly, and they can deal a lot of damage if left unattended. So I want to deal some damage to them in turn. Let's get Solus to get some distance from the attacker. I'll dispel his shield. Oh wait, no, I don't want to use a dispel because it's the last enemy, and using a dispel is vital for speeding things along in the next phase. All right, everyone, get over here. Ooh, look who's freaking. Look who's everyone's dispellable locations are so carefully close together. So Cassandra's right here. She has used up her dispel. No, it's not going to be back in time. I'm so sad. You disappoint me, Cassandra. Oh god, that would have been a good one to dispel too. It's the Pride Demon. Okay. Oh, Pride, Rage, and a Wraith. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things kind of sucks. Let's tell Varric and Solus to back off because they're right in the middle of a war zone. How about that? Solus, you should try to bubble real quick because you're literally dying. Solus, are you going to ignore my... See, I gave you a command to walk over here, and you're over here using a staff attack, which makes you not move. So I'm going to take manual... Oh, god damn it. So here I am taking manual control because he's a dum-dum. There we go. There are definitely moments that remind me of like, oh yeah, playing this game when it was legitimately hard was actually kind of a pain sometimes, because there's definitely still even this time, even after a few patches, there's just elements of the AI that don't quite do what I want them to do. I think part of me wants, I've probably said this before anyway, but I don't mind the idea of having like a Dragon Age type game that is like controlled the way an XCOM game is controlled. Do we have 0 potions left? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll use a freaking regeneration potion then. You don't have anything. Holy crap! I could have sworn 1 second ago I looked at our number of potions and we had like several more left. Huh. That ran out fast considering we came straight from a camp. Alright, get back up, Cassandra. And is this the last guy left, the Pride Demon? It might be. There's a fair bit of Fade Rift health bar left, but usually the big guys are worth a fair amount of that bar. Let's disrupt that shit. The camera angle's not quite pointing where I think they want it to. Alright, here we go, Vasti.
So, who do you think is the toughest? Josephine, Liliana, or Cassandra?
I'm right here, you know.
That doesn't rule you out, Caesar.
Cullen's not up for consideration?
Curly? They just keep him around to look pretty.
Oh, why did we stop the conversation? Dang it. I wanted to hear that I wanted to hear that conversation continue. Oh, what the Okay, that plant is underground. That's not very good for photosynthesis, being completely underground and therefore out of the light. Really, I have 0 potions. That's weird to me because I just came out of a camp. Anyway, camp has been established. There's another rift down here I can take care of in a second, but instead I'm going to warp down out of town and turn in these next few quests.